All right, everybody. How you guys doing? It is another early week recording this week because my parents are coming down for Dad's weekend on Saturday, so I couldn't make that work with this because we normally record right when the games start, and on Dad's weekend the game is always at 11, and my mom and dad are coming down, so. Then after that, we'll probably do some, we'll go out to dinner, or dinner, and then by the time that everyone we get back here, it's probably gonna be like 4:30 to 5 o'clock. I mean, probably even later than that because when Dad's weekend rolls around, every restaurant is out the wazoo busy. Um, but so we are doing this a little bit early. So I mean, we'll make our educated guesses on who plays on Sunday because I can't update you guys on the injury report tomorrow. But I mean, the Bears play the Bengals on Sunday at noon, and they did somehow, some way, lose to the Jets by 1 point. And to be honest with you, all Jets fans out there, be happy about that win because you guys for sure lucked the heck into that one. I don't know how you scored 39 points and the Bengals scored 38. I thought that this was going to be a total blowout for the Bengals, but Joe Flacco.
One time I don't take an over.
Well, I mean, that was a smart move. I mean, it is the Jets.
Yeah.
But okay, like here is why the Bengals scare me. First off, I mean, Jamarr Chase has gotten 54 receptions in the last 3 games, and we'll go into this a little bit more. But it looked like we'll go into this a little bit deeper on later on in the podcast. But it does look like Joe Flacco will be suiting up for the Bears game on Sunday. And if I'm being completely honest, I was one of those people that was rooting for Jake Browning to play because Jake Browning can't throw for shit. No. He should not be a backup quarterback. He should be a Walmart employee stocking shelves. I'm sorry, but it's true. But I mean, Joe Flacco literally just keys in on one guy as his go-to guy, and that is Jamarr Chase.
Well, that's, smart.
I mean, it's smart.
You're not telling me you'd give Jamarr Chase 20 targets every game, too?
I mean, I would assume at some point, a team would realize that you need to double Jamarr Chase and get, figure out a way to neutralize his stardom, but they for some reason haven't.
It's tough. It's tough to guard the best receiver in football, huh?
Yeah. Their run game is pretty decent with Chase Brown. I've seen firsthand him in college because he went to University of Illinois. He was a great kid. I actually had the chance to meet him once at the facility because I was interviewing one of the players from the team for a story for a school project, and the guy that I was interviewing asked me and my friend after the interview who came with me, do you guys want to tour the facility? And the minute that he finished his sentence, we both looked at each other and were like, yes. I mean, is that even a question? And Chase Brown happened to be practice or training, and we were walking out and he was walking out. So we got the chance to meet him, which was pretty cool. Very down to earth guy. And I mean, if I'm being honest, when he declared for the draft, he was one of the running backs that I was looking at for the Bears, just because of the fact that he went to Illinois and he was great at from the games that I saw. But I mean, this is an interesting game. The Bengals are what? Let's see. I have to look at it. The Bengals are 3-5, but I mean, honestly, I think they should be. I mean, I'm surprised that they're 3-5. I mean, they should be maybe 5-3. Honestly, I mean, they've. I mean,
Honestly, if they still had Joe Burrow, that team is 6-2.
absolutely, I completely agree. And if they were smart and they tried to get a quarterback right after uh, his injury, they might be 5-3. I mean,
Yeah.
Jake Browning, those couple games that he played, screwed the pooch on them
Mm-hmm.
really bad. But on to the next topic. Let me pull up the injury report here on Twitter so I can actually.
Whoa. Wait, I didn't go through my pregame.
Oh, I mean, what? Oh, well, okay.
I
Well,
got stuff to say.
all right,
I got a
Michael.
little
You
bit.
you go into that, and then I'll pull up the
Yeah.
injury report.
I
Sorry.
just got a little bit. I don't have DJ Moore in anything. We need a DJ Moore game. We desperately need a DJ Moore game. I have Rome and Dunze in every fantasy league I
So
can
do
get him
I.
in,
So do
but
I.
we need a DJ Moore game. It's either we use DJ Moore in our offense or trade him and get something for him. Because if we're not going to use him, why have him on our team?
Well, I'll tell you why. Luther Burden has a concussion.
That makes sense. But still,
If a trade happens, for DJ, it's in the off season. It's in the off season.
yeah. But like,
Let me
it's getting a little ridiculous at this point. And then Caleb, please look at your tight ends. Our
look at
tight
your
ends cannot be getting 1 to 3 receptions every game.
tight ends. You gotta. Caleb, you also gotta realize every once in a while you can take it with your legs.
Yeah.
There were multiple times, yes, last week's game where you were rolling out on a play action pass and you had green grass right in front of you. Now I am no football player, but I play Madden a lot. So when I do a play action pass and I see green grass in front of me that could at least get me 6 to 8 yards, I take it. I don't wait. I just take it because that could be the difference between you winning and losing a game. Now, personally, I will say this: I don't think that it would have worked last week because somehow we lost by 2 touchdowns. But if it's a close game like the Raiders game or oh god,
The Commanders.
the Commanders game, games like that, take it with your feet. You are the quarterback that can extend plays with your feet. So
Yeah.
use that to your advantage.
Yeah. And then honestly, defense, like you said, we gotta limit. You're not gonna stop Jamarr Chase.
No,
You gotta limit him to under 8 catches. If we could do that, I could see us winning this game. But like, then you gotta. We'll talk about that more when we get to the
topic of it.
the player, uh, the injury report, because
Oh
there's
yeah,
one guy that's on there that might play.
yeah.
And I think he can limit him to 8 catches, so that's a good thing. But then again, they got T Higgins on the other side.
Right.
That sucks.
The crazy thing with the Bengals, right, is the fact that their salary cap is taken up by 3 players: Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T Higgins. The rest of the team is utter trash or rookies that
Trey
don't.
Hendrickson, I think, has 30
Okay,
million of
Trey
that
Anderson,
too,
but
but he's done after that year.
I'm just saying, like, a majority of the team
Mhm.
salary cap is taken up by their 3 star power offense players.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I have no idea how they made it possible where they spent 160 on Jamarr Chase, 300 and something on Burrow.
Yeah, Burrow's getting 55 a year.
And 115 for Higgins?
Yeah, I think it's like 55 a year for Burrow, 35 for Chase, and then Higgins is like 21, 22, something in that range. Or 25 a year.
It's got to be 25. It's got to be 25.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually look that up. T Higgins.
It's like something like that.
Contract. Okay, so yes, T Higgins signed a 4-year contract worth $115 million with the Cincinnati Bengals, which includes $40.9 million guaranteed. His annual salary is $28.75. So I mean, so 29 is going to T Higgins. I'm just gonna look up Jamarr Chase and Burrow.
Jamarr Chase is 35. I'm pretty confident about that.
Jamarr Chase signed a 4-year, $161 million extension. So divide that by 4. That's like 40.25 every year.
40? Jesus.
And then the most important one, Joe Burrow. I need to actually figure out how much he got.
And
Joe Burrow signed a historic 5-year contract worth $400 million, making him the highest paid quarterback in the world. Additionally, his contract includes $219 million guaranteed. That's like 52% of it, or 54%, or some.
What was it? 5 years, 400?
Yeah, 5 years, 400. So that's 60. Wait a minute. That's
not 80. He's not getting 80 a year.
But still, that's insane. I mean, it doesn't. That's not right. You know, I mean,
no.
The Bengals better figure out their drafting because they're gonna have to draft fairly well the next like 10 years so they can.
Yeah, and someone we said but didn't look up their contract. Trey Hendrickson is getting 29 a year.
Yeah, that's a reasonable number for him. I mean, that's normal. But okay, finally on to the next topic here. Bears injury report. So, we'll be missing a couple of guys that are pretty important. Okay. So Luther Burden is going to be out for this game most likely because he's got a concussion. He hasn't practiced today or yesterday. Roshan Johnson, probably another person that we won't see. Dominique Robinson, that's not that big in my personal opinion. DeAndre Swift, he's been a DNP for the last 2 days. That's not good. Joe Tooney is on the list, but it's an NIR, which is a rest day. So he'll play. You know, he's fine. Just, you know, at a certain point, you know, veterans like Joe Tooney, they get 1 rest day a week. So I think that his is just always Thursday. Cole Kmet has been limited the last 2 days, so there's a possibility that he plays. So DJ Moore was limited on Thursday after being a do not practice on Wednesday. Roma Dunze was also limited after being a DMP on Wednesday, and Olamide Zacchaeus was also limited after being a do not practice on Wednesday.
So all our wide receivers are limited or out.
And then Tyrique Stevenson was limited on Wednesday and full today. So there is a total possibility that he comes back tomorrow or for this game. And to
Yeah,
be
that's
honest
who I
with
was
you,
talking about who could hold Chase to 8 catches.
I mean,
Hopefully.
you're
Hopefully.
asking you're asking a lot of him for
No,
Jamarr.
it is a lot, but if he can honestly under 10, I'd be happy. Like 10 or under, I'd be happy with.
But let me say this. Let me
As
say
long as
this.
it's not big touchdown plays, you know?
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree. Let me say this though. For a shoulder injury, for you to only need a week off, that's pretty impressive because shoulder injuries are really bad sometimes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I thought we would have to, have him out for 2 to 3 weeks. But I mean, and then I get I mean, I'm going to mention this guy, but it doesn't really care. There's a special teams linebacker named Amen Agbong. I
You got it.
You know what?
You got it.
I Agbong uh Beniga or something like that. You know
Yeah.
what? In
Oh,
the future,
just say oh.
if he's ever on the injury report again, I'm not even gonna mention his name, or I'm just gonna say Amen
Mhm.
because that's just easier to say. Um, but we did get some secondary help the last couple on Tuesday or or was it yesterday?
I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday, and so um, CJ Gardner Johnson
No, it was yesterday. It was yesterday.
signed with the Bears yesterday. Um, and this is huge because you know, he's played for Ben Johnson and Dennis Allen before. Uh, he's played with the Saints and he's played with the Lions. So he's going to be familiar with Dennis Allen's system. So he'll take the place of um, Kyler Gordon for the time being, for the next 3 weeks, which is very important because I mean, Kyler Gordon is a great slot corner, and when you lose him, there's not many people you could replace him with, and I think this is a pretty good stopgap replacement. But there's another thing that people don't understand about this. People have mixed emotions about his signing, but let me say this: the thing about CJ Gardner Johnson, he brings grit to this team. And I'm sure all Bears fans know him from the
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 punch.
Javon Wims punch thing. But the thing about this is CJ Gardner Johnson talks a lot of smack, and as long as he doesn't get thrown out of the game and he can stay in the game, you know, a little smack talk is healthy.
As long
Just
as it's not 15-yard flags every time he does it.
Yeah, just don't do that. I just think this. I think, and I think with a coach like Al Harris and Dennis Allen and all that stuff, they'll they'll try to limit that as much as they can. So I'm just praying that he plays on Sunday, because if he doesn't play, we are screwed.
Hmm.
We are so screwed. Um, but Michael, why don't you go into this a little bit more, because you were really excited about this when
Yeah, I love this signing. I mean, because I've watched C.J. Gardner Johnson plenty of times watching the Saints because I love Michael Thomas and Drew Brees.
Mhm.
So I've watched so many games with him. He is so good when he's not fighting someone. And that's a lot. He does do that a lot when he's going at people. But when he's out on the field, actually like healthy and wants to play football, he is such a good safety, strong safety. So, and I think we're probably gonna run him at slot corner, I would assume,
Mhm. Yeah.
if he does play.
Yeah, that's what Ben
So
Johnson confirmed. Ben Johnson confirmed that, and actually that is where he gets most of that. When you look at the stats for where he's played the most, it actually is slot corner.
yeah, I mean he's so good. I love this signing. This is honestly probably one of my favorite signings I think we've done because I don't know. I
Well,
like you said,
we
he
all
brings grit. He brings grit. He'll bring the heart out of people and they'll start playing tough. I think, in my opinion. So maybe that'll help our defense a little more, bit more.
well we all know who your least favorite signing, at least this at least this past offseason was, and I'm actually pretty sure it's everyone's least favorite signing, and that would be Dale Adeyingbo. Hopefully, this does not reach him because I just called him out.
He had a good, decent first game. I'll say decent. It's a decent
But
first game against the Vikings, and then he's
against a
not
rookie,
nowhere to be found.
you,
Yeah,
you gotta realize that it was against a rookie.
yeah.
You can't expect him. Like, I mean, honestly, I will be happy for him if he gets if he gets a sack against Joe Flacco.
Well, I just remember when we signed him. I think I texted you. I was like, "Who?" with like three question marks.
Yeah,
Or yeah, I think I sent that to you. I was like, "What? What is
yeah.
this?"
Let me actually check because I can check because I have that saved still. So let me check if I mean
That was a while
so
ago.
so the yeah so you said, I sent you uh, a guy was grading the Bears offseason so far, and I said I'd give it an A minus, and you said, yeah, Deo is the only one that I don't understand, but that's a solid offseason so far. I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, I have emphasized it so much. I would have so much preferred to give Chase Young the exact same contract for to come to Chicago because he
Yeah.
just seemed like a better fit.
Yeah.
But we're contract we're tied to Ayingba this season and next season. So
Was it
we
a 3 year? I thought it
yeah,
was a 3 year.
it's a 3 year, but the
The
it's
last year's play or team option or
it's
whatever.
only there was only 32 of it guaranteed. So 32, and then you add this another 16, and that's 48, which is how much his contract was.
Got it.
So, you know, maybe he needs a year for Dennis Allen's system, but
I
don't.
mean, he is younger, right? Isn't he like 26?
I think so, yeah. But also, don't rule out the possibility of an edge rusher being the first pick for the Bears.
Yeah, he's 26. So I mean, there's room for him to improve, but like
How
I
long is
didn't
it going to take?
understand it. I didn't understand it. And like I can look at his stats.
I mean,
He's
that's
at
not half a sack.
he's got one sack this year. He is He's never had a season. He had an 8 sack season. His rookie season, he had 5. Second season, 8. Then he had 3.
83 last year.
What?
Yeah, I
That
mean that's
deserve?
not.
I mean that deserves 20 million a year or 16
60.
million a year.
I mean, I would have. I mean, that to me that deserves like I'll be generous
Eight,
and say like 8 to
yeah,
9.
half of what we gave him.
Yeah, I mean it's not great.
No.
Um, but next topic. So we are named as a suitor for Marshawn Lattimore. I don't know how true this one is because because there's there's a Twitter page that always posts countless trade rumors. It's an NFL rumor page, and he's making. I think the person is making a educated guess on where our players could be traded to. And also, I saw another one that said that the Bears are one of the 3 teams interested in trading for Tyrique Woolen, which I would also go for, but that would cost a lot more. So
I mean, I would spend a little bit more on Tariq Woolen if we could, because you got him for a lot longer,
that's
and he's
true.
only got a lot younger. But I do love Lattimore. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, another Saints
Another
guy.
one of my Saints guys. It's just I
Uh,
don't know.
it's just like for me. Okay, when I saw this, I texted it to you immediately, and I asked you, if it costs a fifth or something like that, I would absolutely do it because that's not a lot. But you said it would cost probably a fourth, which still
Yeah.
isn't that much. But
'Cause-
I mean, I
well,
don't.
so this is why I said it's probably going to cost us like a fourth, because I think I think they gave up a fifth and sixth to the Saints to get him. I think I don't really
Uh-huh,
remember what the trade was, but it was something in that range. And
uh-huh.
Jalen Ramsey was traded from the Rams to the Dolphins for a third round pick.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like, I'm saying it's probably either going to cost us like fifth, sixth, like trade package deal, or just a fourth straight up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to cost a third. Like, if we're going to give up a third, I wouldn't do it. Well, maybe I would, but I wouldn't want to do it.
Well, just so you know, well,
I wouldn't want to do it.
you know that, I mean, when it comes to Ryan Poles, his Achilles heel is third round draft picks. I mean, he drafts, gadget guys or offensive linemen from a prestigious university that's more known for people with high IQs than an actual football ability.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, if you want to get rid of a third to get Marshawn Lattimore, so you don't have to worry about, uh, you know, taking a dud, sure. But if it comes to a third for Marshawn Lattimore, try and do it for Tyrique Woolen. I mean that's
I think Woolen will probably cost
a
a
second.
little more. Yeah, it'll probably maybe second, probably a third and fourth. I don't know. The trades in the NFL versus like the NBA, where I'm more knowledgeable in NBA trades than NFL trades, is where I get confused.
Yeah.
Like I don't
So,
know the trade values for players.
and we will probably go more into like the trades on Monday because the trade deadline is, let me just confirm this here, is
Sixth,
I think, is it the 6th or is it the 7th?
it's
Or
one of the two.
wait,
Is
I'm
it the
gonna
Thursday or Friday?
no, why do I think it's a Tuesday? When is the NFL trade deadline? NFL trade deadline. 2025. Oh my god, just give me the date. The 2025 NFL trade deadline is November 4th at 4 p.m. So
Yeah,
that's
that's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday. So we'll be recording on Monday, like normally, or like normal. So we'll go deeper into that stuff on Monday, because that, honestly, we might have to break a couple trades during our podcast,
Yeah.
whether they're,
Hopefully Jack's here. He can give us his
yeah,
insight.
hopefully. But let's get into the next topic. So this is a little sad. Flacco was limited in practice today after being a do not practice yesterday. He has a AC joint injury in his shoulder. And
Is it his
normally,
throwing arm? I didn't really read into it. Is it his throwing arm?
I think it is his throwing arm. But usually guys who have AC joint injuries and here's another thing that's kind of important. The Bengals are on a bye the week after playing the Bears. So and Joe Flacco has only been there for 3 weeks. So when usually when you're just joining a team and you've had an injury and you have a bye week coming up, you usually might say, you know what, I've got the bye week coming up. I just got here. Let's make sure that I come back 100%. Let me take a week off, then have the bye week and get back to 100%, and then I'll play when after the bye week. But Joe Flacco wants to play, so I mean I think if he plays, I mean the passing attack for the Bengals increases dramatically because he can actually throw a deep ball, but Jake Browning can't do that for crap.
No.
I'm sorry that I shit on Jake Browning for all you Bengals fans out there, but it's true. It's true. I mean, I want to get to 5-3, man. I don't want to be 4-4. I don't want to be 4-4. I mean,
because if we go to 4-4, we're probably I would assume the Vikings probably win. So they're gonna move up.
Who are the Vikings playing?
I don't know. They seem to win when we lose. So
the Vikings are playing the Lions.
Where at?
In Detroit.
Oh, okay. So they lose. Okay, so then even if we lose, drop to 4-4, we'll probably still be the 3rd seed. So,
but also one of the other reasons why I think they lose, JJ McCarthy is going to be coming back this week, and he's going to be rusty. I mean, he was already rusty when he came out of, came back week 1, but I mean, everyone that comes back from an injury the first week they have to play always has a lackluster first game back, pretty much, which is why I'm Michael, I need your opinion on this. So Brock Bowers is coming back this week.
Started.
You want me to start? My cousin says bench him.
Start him. He's not a quarterback. Start him.
I'm going to think about it.
He is Brock Bowers, the best tight end in football. You start him.
Thanks for the advice. I'm going to think about it.
It depends. Well, who's your backup?
Well, actually, so that's a league where tight ends and receivers are in the same category.
Okay, so who would you start?
Stephon Diggs.
Okay, that's different. That's a toss-up. That's one you make Sunday at 11:59. That's tight. That's a tight one.
My cousin. So here's the thing. My cousin is a Patriots fan, so he's always going to be biased and say start the Patriots players. But what he said was it's yeah, my God. Okay, so he said I asked him, who do I play? And he said Bowers has been hurt and hasn't scored a TD. Diggs scored his first TD, but the Falcons have the number 1 pass defense, and Terrell will probably cover him most of the game. Probably a gut feel situation, but I'd say Diggs just because it's Bowers' first game back.
Yeah, I'd probably start Bowers over Diggs. I have to play Diggs in one league because Emeka and Devonta Smith are both on buys, so that's the only reason why I have to play Diggs. But
so who are the Raiders playing? Sorry that we're kind of getting off topic here, but it's fun to talk about this stuff. Okay, the Raiders are playing the Jaguars. I mean, is their defense? Is the Jaguars' defense that great?
No.
Might actually have to play Brock Bowers, to be honest with you, because that just
like I said, it's one that you wake up. You'll wake up Sunday and then you put whoever in.
So all right, let's get back on topic here. But going off topic for some of these things is fun. So So
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. But the most important thing is, do we think that the Bears can win on Sunday? I mean,
If
want that.
we hold Jamar Chase, we can.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. That's literally
And
the only thing. Because T Higgins is either really good or
or one
he
catch,
or one catch because Jamar Chase gets 40
20,
targets.
20. Yep.
So
And that kind of hurts me because in the league that I have to decide between Bowers or Diggs. Higgins is one of my receivers. So,
yeah,
and I always play him, even when he, is a dud and all that stuff. But because like any game he could pop off,
he's
but
that type of talent.
I mean, having CJ Gardner Johnson is going to help him a lot, help the corners a lot because he's going to play slot, which is why we signed him. I mean, I would like us to have another outside guy, but we don't. I mean, but as long as you got Nick McLeod out of the out of the starting lineup,
Yeah,
um, we will do better. We will do better. But man, I would love it if if reporters had the ability to record practices because I would love to see just how hard Ben Johnson is making them go this week because of the fact that we lost a game that we should not have lost.
yeah.
Um, but I mean, I think that's gonna be it for us today. I mean, Michael, do you got anything else?
Yeah, it's we just got to get. We also I haven't said this yet, but we have to get pressure on Joe Flacco because he is 41. It can't move. So if we get
It's
pressure, we're
gonna be
gonna get
it's
sacked.
gonna be easier than people think
Yeah,
to get pressure on Flacco. Now,
yeah.
who
We
is
just
gonna get
have
the
to do it.
pressure? I'm gonna come out and say it. It's gonna be Montez Sweat, Grady Jarrett,
Has to be.
and
You know what? I'm gonna
Austin.
go off of what we've been hating on the guy. I think Deo gets a sack. I'm gonna say it right now, or half a sack.
I'm gonna get I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna say in his first game back, Austin Booker gets a sack.
Booker would be yes. Booker's gonna get pressure. He's so good. He's so underrated.
And honestly, I don't think the Bengals offensive line is that impressive. I mean,
No, they got Orlando Brown Jr. on the left at
sorry
left
everybody,
tackle, but
my family is texting me about my mother got a flower arrangement from one of her students, which I saw the picture. It's very cute, but I should have put my phone on do not. I should have put my phone on do not disturb, which I'm going to do right now. So let me do that. There we go. Okay.
yeah.
Now,
But anyways, Booker could get a sack. I mean I could see Montez getting a sack. I feel like we could get this could be a game where we get 4 sacks,
I'd love that.
maybe a turnover.
I'd love, I'd love, I'd love 4 sacks and 2 turnovers. I'm gonna say that's what I want
I
on defense.
yeah, I would love 4 sacks and just one turnover. If we can get one turnover, switch the game, and then actually score in the red zone, please. I
That
beg.
that better have been an emphasis in practice today.
I
Practice
beg,
this week.
please. See, okay, this was something I said at the start when we did our after my training camp. When I said I don't know about our red zone offense. If you go back, I said this because I said it was only Rome in the end zone or in the red zone, no one else against the Bills in
And
practice in
honestly,
training camp.
let's go into that a little bit more. So it, the so at the end of the game last week, there was a chance for us to score. Well, to score a pity touchdown, pretty much at the end of the game. Uh, but DJ stopped his route in the middle of the field, which was still very open, but if he kept going, we might have had a touchdown. I mean, just keep going, man. You had no one in your sights.
Yeah.
Just because you have no one in your sights doesn't mean that you should stop running.
Yeah. I mean, our red zone offense is just so bad, and it's got to be emphasized in practice about it. Like that's where your tight end comes in play, Caleb. Please use your tight end.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
It's really frustrating as a Bears fan to watch your team not score in the red zone multiple times a game.
There's so many things that is so frustrating with being a Bears fan. I mean, I went to my first Bears game was a game that we saw no touchdowns or no air touchdowns, and Caleb didn't throw for 200 yards. I mean, thank God we had 220 rushing yards, but I mean, when I go to games, I want to see 250, 300 passing yards. I want to see 2 passing touchdowns. I wanted to see Rome get in the end zone. Like that was the first game where he didn't have a receiving touchdown, right? Or was it the week before?
No, the week before he didn't score against Commanders.
Well, technically he
did. He technically did.
It was called back, which
bullshit.
I swear to God, I saw the play. I do not see offensive pass interference or whatever bullshit call was called on him.
That was the illegal formation or whatever.
On the offensive lineman. That's an illegal formation because his head is 1 inch off the line. Jesus.
Yeah, but and this is a game Caleb has to throw for over 250 or else we're not going to win. And he has to score. He has to throw at least 2 touchdowns.
He has to score like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, like one on his feet and 2 in the air or something. He has to have 300 total yards.
If Flacco is playing and he's gonna, target Chase as much as he did, like we can't afford field goals. We need touchdowns every drive because that's how big how big of a threat the Bengals passing offense is, even without Joe Burrow. I can't believe I'm saying that. Like,
yeah, it's crazy because like if Flacco does play, Caleb's honestly gonna have to throw for 350, 3 touchdowns for us to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has to, or else we're not winning the game. Like he's gonna have to show why he was the number 1 pick.
Yeah, man, and I mean, he needs to get back on track. He needs.
This is not us hating on Caleb. We love Caleb.
No, absolutely not. We believe in him. There's 10 games left. That's totally enough time to turn it around. I mean, we emphasized it last week. There was when with Goff's first 7 games with Ben Johnson, it was a rocky road, and then the last half of the season turned into Superman. I mean, but there's multiple things that are factors. There's the fact that the offense is different with Caleb and all that stuff, and I've read articles that say Caleb is running a much more complex offense than when the offense was ran by Jared Goff, and I mean. I immediately think to Mike Marks with The Greatest Show on Turf because, I mean, he was that hard coach to Kurt Warner, and somehow Kurt Warner took all the pressure and just proceeded to show that he, an undrafted free agent, just didn't care what he said. He was going to become a quarterback.
Yeah.
So
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it, everybody. Sorry that we went on probably another 10-minute
ramble
after, but that's what makes these fun, So we will see you on Monday. I will probably post this tomorrow or Saturday. No, I'll post this tomorrow because I won't have much time to post it on Saturday. And everyone out there, when you're watching, happy Halloween. And just have a good Halloween. Get some good candy. Bye.
Later.